Welcome back to Invincibles, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Countdown. I'm going to go over the top 5 stocks. A lot of people have been looking to see if they can continue. Again, the market has been selling off and has been continuing to sell off going to Friday. So again, the market is currently on the watch. We could see a possible continuation sell-off in any of these stocks, in my opinion, if the market does continue to sell off. So we're going to be watching the market as well. We went over the market update on Friday if you guys want to see exactly how the market does look. But however, I'm going to go over each one of these stocks, exactly what might happen next, what exact momentum we should be looking for as a possible continuation, and what exact indicators would give us that confirmation on that momentum. And also where you guys can find these breakout alerts so you guys do not miss them again. And all I ask in return is you guys smash that like button and hit subscribe if you guys want to see more chart updates on potential breakouts that we mentioned throughout the week. So let's run to this one. So the first one I'm going to go over with you guys here is BBIG. I want to go over BBIG. Again, a lot of people expecting for this to possibly have a major squeeze play or possibly have a continuation sell-off since we did recently have a major breakout. I'm going to go over this with you guys here. And before we get started, I want to mention that we do alert penny stock and breakout alerts of the day. We mentioned CEI testing $1 on Thursday, jumping all the way up to $1.66 going into the next day, up about 66% within that 2-day period. We mentioned ATER testing $11, jumping all the way up to $13 on the day, up about 20% on that breakout. We also mentioned FAMI in pre-market at about 45 cents, picking up in volume, jumping all the way up to 59 cents on the day, up about 30% on that breakout. We mentioned multiple breakouts all throughout the week. The largest one that we had this last week was EFTR, halted at about $13.70, jumping all the way up to $29 on the day. That was a 200% breakout on that day. So again, if you guys want to see all of our penny stock and breakout alerts throughout the day, go to instabulls.com in the description below, and you guys will never miss a penny stock or a breakout alert throughout the day again. So again, here on BBIG, again, looking to see if we can continue on up and possibly curl up to give us that momentum. I'm going to go over the 15-minute with you guys here so you guys can see exactly what's been going on recently and what exactly we would be expecting to have this continuation. As you guys can see, we have been having the 20-moving average still above the 50. And as you guys can see, we are trying to hold with the 20-moving average above the 50. Again, the 20-moving average is the yellow and the 50-moving average is the red. Looking to see if we can hold above it. And as you guys can see, towards the end of the day, we actually had the 20-moving average curling down. We could be possibly having a continuation sell-off if we do drop below this $10 mark. Again, $10 has been very key for us on BBIG. As you guys can see previously, we were looking to see if we can bounce off of this $10 mark. We sure enough did. And again, we did have this breakout and we did alert this one as well. Again, dropping below that $10 mark that we were looking to see if we can hold above previously, sure enough, is a very key support that we need to hold above. If we do not hold over $10, in my opinion, previously, as you guys can see, we could not hold this level at $10 and we had our continuation sell-off. So again, if we don't hold $10 going into this week, then we could have a continuation sell-off. We are going to keep them on the watch to possibly break over this very key resistance that we did mention previously at about $12. And in my opinion, again, we did break up to $12.50, but however, as you guys can see, we have that as a candle wick and we got rejected to the upside at about $12.50. And in my opinion, to break over $12 with momentum is exactly what I would be looking for. And as you guys can see here, we have that decrease in buy pressure. We have that sell pressure that has been coming in, and we also did get that increase in sell pressure recently, which may show us a lot of momentum to the downside here. But however, to get that continuation with buy pressure and to get that confirmation, I would be setting my alert right above our previous buy pressure point here. So that way, if it does get momentum and break above this previous buy pressure point, then we will have that momentum on buy pressure, showing us that we could have a continuation breakout from there. And however, to have that major breakout and possible squeeze play, I would be setting my alert right above this major breakout that we did have previously on BBIG. Again, going over to the plus sign here on TradingView and clicking add alert. And then you can have this alert either text you or message you here on your PC if you're trading through your PC, of course. But again, BBIG, looking to see if we can curl back up with the 2-moving average as we have been looking at on AMC. We mentioned AMC yesterday if you guys want to check out that video. Now, the next one I'm going to go over to you guys here is CEI. And the reason why I want to go over CEI with you guys is because CEI has been looking to see if we can break over that $1 mark throughout the week. We finally broke above $1. Alerting that one on Thursday, testing $1, jumping all the way up to $1.66 on Friday, looking to see if we can continue on up past this 150 mark that we have been getting rejected to the upside multiple times with, looking to see if we can continue on and hold above this 150 mark that we have been getting continuation sell-offs throughout the day from, and also having continuation breakouts from 150, looking to see if we can hold above it here. And back on the 4-hour chart, I want to show you guys exactly what we're looking out for overall. Again, having that continuation, but however, getting rejected to the upside here on the 4-hour at about $1.51. As you guys can see, we had our rejection and our continuation sell-off previously in this chart exactly at this point, and that is exactly what we are trying to hold above, in my opinion, is that consolidation sell-off point. If we can hold above it, then we could come up and test this $2.10 mark, in my opinion, and if we can hold above this consolidation and sell-off point that we did have previously, then we could have a possible gap up and fill this candle wick that we did see previously here on CEI, testing this $3 mark and possibly continuing on past it from then. So again, holding over 150 going into this week and then breaking into 210, hopefully holding above that from there, and then breaking above this wick here and breaking over $3 to have that continuation is exactly what we would be looking for as far as price action goes. But as far as buy pressure, as you guys can see, we have been continuing on with buy pressure and increasing with buy pressure, and we are going to be looking to see if we can increase with buy pressure and continue on with this momentum. If we cannot continue with this momentum and we do get white shaded lines on the 4-hour chart coming into this week, then we could have a possible sell-off from there and possible rejection at about 150 that we are getting at this point in time. Again, CEI has been on quite the run. If we do for some reason have a rejection, then it doesn't necessarily mean that we can't turn around and possibly have another major breakout, but however, it does show that we are having momentum to the downside if we do get white shaded lines here on the 4-hour chart on the MACD. So again, we are going to be looking to see if we can continue on with buy pressure or possibly get that white shaded line to show us that decrease in momentum. So again, breaking above our previous buy pressure point that we see here would give us that strong confirmation. But again, just the increasing in buy pressure going into this week is exactly what I would be looking for to have that momentum and to possibly hold over 150, continue on up to that 210 mark that we're looking for here on CEI. But again, CEI definitely has been on the run, one of the very few penny stocks that have been holding up while the market has been selling off. And sometimes even when the market does sell off, we see CEI likes to go to the upside. So again, we do look for that as well. So the next one I'm going to go over with you guys here is ATER, as ATER had a major breakout throughout the day on Friday, and we could have a continuation. I'm going to go over exactly what has to happen here. So the reason why I want to go over ATER with you guys here is because recently we did mention them on Thursday, and we did continue on and go into Friday, and we had that continuation, looking to see if we can continue on with this momentum. Again, we had that gap filler jumping up to around $8.50, and then we did continue on past that, looking to see if we can continue on from here. But however, as you guys can see previously, we had this continuation sell-off at about $16.40, and as you guys can see, we are getting rejected to the upside here at about this point that we did have our bounce play from and our continuation sell-off. We could not hold this level at about $12.60, and as you guys can see, we are trying to hold above $12.50 going into this week. Again, if we cannot hold over $12.50 going into this week, then we could have a continuation sell-off from here. Overall, as you guys can see here on the 4-hour, we have been continuously selling off, and we are going to be looking to see if we can get this momentum continuing on up. Now, one thing I really do like about ATER is that we have the 20-moving average above the 50 here, showing us that we could continue, and also we do have the EMA lines that are above the MACD, showing us that we could continue as well. And in my opinion, to get that momentum on that push, to have a continuation going into this week and going into Monday, again, the market not selling off, of course, the market could continue to sell off, but as you guys can see here on the MACD, we have that continuation breakout that we have been having with that buy pressure. But however, we have our original buy pressure that we did have previously, and we are going to be looking to see if we can continue on past it to get that momentum going into this week. So again, ATER definitely on the watch to hold over 1250 with this momentum here. And if we do not get this momentum and we do break over 1250, then we could get rejected to the upside and possibly come down from there. So again, increasing with buy pressure and getting strong momentum above previous buy pressure points are very key. So the next one I'm going to go over with you guys here is MMAT. And the reason why I want to go over MMAT with you guys is because previously, about a week ago, we actually had a major breakout with MMAT, looking to see if we can continue with that momentum, possibly go into this week. We're going to see exactly what we're looking out for here. And in my opinion, we are looking like we could still possibly have a continuation. As you guys can see, we have the 20-moving average still above the 50 here. And again, we had that continuation. And we mentioned this as the 20-moving average was just about to cross the 50. And we had that continuation breakout from there. But however, now we are consolidating on the 20-moving average, looking to see if we can continue with momentum. Again, we have been consolidating down throughout the week. However, as you guys can see, we have not completely sold off here on MMAT. And we do not have the 20-moving average crossing below the 50. We actually still have the 20-moving average above the 50, looking to see if we can get volume and get that push coming into this week to continue on up with the 20-moving average. And as you guys can see previously, we have multiple rejections to the upside that we could be having, but that strong push that I would be looking for is to break over the 750 mark. As you guys can see, we previously had that continuation sell-off. Again, previously TRCH, looking to see if we can get that momentum like we saw on TRCH previously on that major breakout. Again, holding above the 20-moving average and continuing on up with the buy pressure here on the MACD is exactly what we would be looking for. As you guys can see, we have been overall decreasing in buy pressure, looking to see if we can increase in buy pressure. As you guys can see, we have some sell pressure. So again, not breaking below the sell pressure point is exactly what we would be looking for. But in my opinion, if we can continue on up with this buy pressure, then we could have that confirmation on the momentum. And to set the alert, I would be putting our alert right above our previous buy pressure points here to get that momentum. Again, with the 20-moving average holding above the 50, continuing on up with buy pressure above our previous consolidated buy pressure points that we have been getting overall would be very strong and possibly give us that continuation breakout. And I do like how the EMA lines on the 4-hour chart are above the MACD. Again, we have not had this in this chart for quite a while. Again, ever since we have had our IPO with MMAT from TRCH, we have not had that continuation with the 20-moving average crossing above the 50 and with the EMA lines crossing above the MACD to show us that we could have a continuation. So again, MMAT definitely on the watch for this continuation if we do get that increase in buy pressure. And again, if we can bounce off the 20-moving average, just like we are actually waiting for on AMC. So the last one I'm going to go over with you guys here is PLTR. Now, PLTR has been the #1 most talked about mid-cap stock that a lot of people have been talking about. So I want to cover this one. Again, previously we did talk about our bull flag. We had our continuation breakout from that bull flag, and then we have our descending wedge extending our bull flag that we did have to give us that confirmation on this descending wedge. And sure enough, we broke above it. We had that continuation jumping up to around $27, getting rejected at about 27, coming back down, and then crossing with the 20-moving average above the 50 once again. So what exactly are we looking out for, and what exactly would give us that momentum to have a push here is what I want to go over with you guys here. So as you guys can see here, again, we have this 20-moving average crossing back above the 50 after we just crossed down. Again, looking to see if we can continue on with that 20-moving average. But however, as you guys can see, overall, we are consolidating at this point. We are staying within this range here between 21 and 27, looking to see if we can break out of it. And again, our previous major breakout point that we did mention previously in this stock is at 28.50. As you guys can see, we had our confirmation on this breakout previously in this stock with this bull flag and that confirmation on that breakout all the way to around $45. So again, breaking over this 28.50 mark is exactly what I would be looking for from our previous target that we did have here on PLTR. And if we can continue on past this 28.50 mark, we will be looking to see if we can increase in buy pressure. So overall, as far as momentum goes, as you guys can see, we have been overall decreasing in buy pressure, but also decreasing in sell pressure, showing us a lot of compression within the stocks, in my opinion. Tech stocks in the tech sector will have amazing long plays. I'm not necessarily saying that PLTR is going to be an amazing long play. What I'm saying is that a lot of tech stocks, in my opinion, will be amazing long plays. PLTR, definitely a watch, but again, the market has been selling off and continuously selling off, so we're going to make sure we do keep that in consideration. So I will just be setting an alert here to make sure we do get that alert before we break above our major breakout point that we're looking for here at about 28.50. So again, PLTR definitely on the watch going into this week, but again, only setting an alert here to make sure we do get confirmation on that momentum. And again, not financial advice, this is only my opinion and what I would do. And again, if you guys do want to see all of our penny stock or breakout alerts throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below. And you guys will never miss a penny stock or a breakout alert again. And everybody that has been supporting the channel and everybody that has been in the comment section, as always, I appreciate every one of you guys, all of you Instables. Much love to you guys. I can't wait to get started tomorrow. And if you guys do like this video, it does help others find it and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all. And I'll see you guys in the next video.